Welcome to Everything But the Kitchen Dink, the podcast where we discuss all things pickleball with your hosts, Rob and Andy.
Welcome back to Everything But the Kitchen Dink. We are live here in Rota. I still don't know the pronunciation of it, in Spain.
I think it's Rota.
It's Rota, and we are here sat by the pool after a grueling week of pickleball and tournament play.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, it has been a whirlwind.
It really has.
Speaking of whirlwind,
yes,
it has literally been a hurricane on court with the wind here.
But we'll get into that. Well, let's start at the very beginning.
I mean, we've got so much to get into.
Well, let's start the start.
You're all wanting to know what happened in the match between myself and Robert in the mix, but
no one wants to know really. But we'll get to it.
But we're going to get to that later. So,
well, let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean,
the toughest part of the week for me, I don't know about you, was packing.
Packing to come here. I mean, it was so difficult. Like, how many t-shirts, how many paddles was the real dilemma.
Well, we were coming here on the Tuesday and we weren't playing till the Saturday and Sunday, so obviously there was going to be a lot of practice. So, by the way, we're here doing a live podcast, recording in front of a live studio audience.
And who's walking past but coach and legend,
Anthony Mack.
Anthony Mack is in the house.
He really helps us through with his sarcastic comments.
Do you want to say a quick hello, Anthony? No, he's a bit camera guy.
He's a bit shy. But yeah, it was courtside for us, helping us with his really sarcastic comments of every time we hit the net.
Yeah, get it over the net.
Get it over the net.
Get it over the net, yeah.
Or, every time I left it and it landed in.
Yeah.
Well left. Yeah. So those kinds of things, motivational speaking, it was great. But anyway, going back, when we were planning to bring a suitcase each, weren't we? But then we brought the wives this year, which,
yeah, I
mean, that was amazing in itself. I mean, you're getting a lot of grief.
Well, until today, it's been quite good, but I'm getting a lot of grief now because I'm still doing.
Because the tournament's over and you're still doing pickleball and things. So, whereas my wife's saying, take as long as you want. I don't want to be near you anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
But
first of all, we learned from last year, because last year, if anyone's been to this tournament, there are two airports. There's one in Seville and one in Jerez, which is literally half an hour away. Now, last year we went to Seville, which was an hour and a half drive.
Oh,
but this Kathy
has just come over with the sherries. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Kathy.
Cheers.
That's amazing. So, cheers. I'm going to need this.
Oh, it's not a shot. Come on.
Oh, that's
Steady
delicious.
yourself.
That is delicious. So we learned that it was an hour and a half drive from Seville, but we can actually fly into Jerez which is only half an hour away.
I mean, you're practically speaking Spanish now.
I know, yeah. So it was a half an hour drive to the hotel.
Just move the mic a bit over your face, a bit more, so people can't see you. It's not fair.
Which was great, because obviously it takes a lot of time off your journey.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half journey, wasn't it?
Last time.
Now it's only half an hour. Plus the girls are here to drive as well.
Yes,
So obviously you scratched the car last year. Which...
Okay, I didn't scratch the car.
You're struggling with your drives. It's not just on court.
You're right.
Yeah, so there ensued a credit card fight with the car hire company last year.
But anyway, yeah, we're in the same hotel that we stayed in last year, and it's really. I mean, when we got here, the girls were like, "Really?"
It's a very traditional hotel.
Authentic.
But even they said it's grown on them. It's got a fantastic atmosphere. We're overlooking the pool here.
Yeah,
we're sat in a bar area. Everybody's chilling out. I know we've said it before, but if you've never done an overseas tournament or wherever you are in the world, and even if you're in America and you've got a wealth of tournaments to go to, you want to go over to Europe, this is just a phenomenal tournament. It's growing into one of the premier tournaments in the world.
It really is.
Over 1,000 competitors this year, and it's just a great place to come. You're on the beach.
And the town is just...
Yeah, the town is beautiful. So it's very unspoiled, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's not touristy at all.
And we've done our best to spoil it.
We have, yeah. So going back to the packing, I mean, yeah, the amount of t-shirts and
Well, you pack early, don't you?
merch, may I add,
Yes,
that we brought.
yes.
As you can see, we're supporting our bucket hats here,
Yeah,
which
these were a trial run that have
they've
been
gone
very
down
successful.
so well. People
Yeah.
have just been asking for them all day, every day. So we are going to get some more made.
Yeah, and if you've been lucky enough to be here, we've been handing out some t-shirts as well, so they're going to be available in the future.
Sherry's delicious.
You're never going to last this podcast,
No,
are you?
never. So it's thanks, Kathy, who's just taking a picture of us. So yeah, we arrived and we actually had.
Well, hold on, go back to the packing because
Oh, we're going back to
we're
the
very
packing.
different kinds of packers, aren't we?
Yes.
You packed sort of a week before, didn't you?
Well,
And I'm very
I
last
start
minute.
getting things together a week before because I know what I'm like, and if I don't start early, I know that I'm going to be forgetting half the stuff. So I still forgot stuff, by the way.
Did you? What did you forget?
I just forgot a few bits and pieces that I would have packed normally, especially my paddle necklace with my big, my big paddle ball. That I
Oh,
got.
yes, you did forget that.
If anyone knows Sanjay and the paddle jewelry, just give him a shout out because
His stuff is amazing.
his stuff is amazing and it's everywhere. Everyone's got like a paddle or a ball, and I forgot to bring it. I was really so upset because I love wearing that piece, but never mind. But yeah, packing. I mean, I only brought 2 paddles with. I knew I'd end
That
up
was the big
getting
thing.
another
That
paddle,
was the, yeah,
which I
that was
did,
the
and I'll
big
tell
thing.
you
And
about a bit later.
I'm just going to say this now. I don't think you packed well with your paddles because you like paddle change. We all know that.
Yeah.
And you brought 2 of the same paddle, and the second one of the same paddle, the Franklin C45, I never saw it.
No, it
You
never
never got
came
it out
out.
your bag.
It never came
So
out.
I think you probably, maybe, I don't know, you've been talking a lot about the Pro 4 as well.
Yeah. Well, the Pro 5 now.
Pro 5, yeah, we saw a lot of Yolas.
I'm interested to try the Pro 5 because
I mean, you've
we'll
barely
get some
tried the
demos.
Pro 4, haven't you?
I only tried yours for a bit,
Yeah.
but I'd like to really have a good go with the Pro 5, and also I'd like to have another go with the boomstick. I bumped into someone with, actually, I never knew this. This is something I learned while I was here. One of the players here who I know from the UK had a boomstick, and it was a very unusual colour, and it didn't have any weights on the side of it. And
Well, we kept saying,
Yeah, what is
people
that?
on court saying, no, it can't be the boomstick.
it can't be the boomstick. Anyway, I went up and I spoke to her afterwards, and she told me that they actually do make them without the weights on now, and limited colours as well.
I
So
mean, the weights, we've
I wonder
seen
how it plays. Like, does
well,
it
we've
play
seen
differently?
companies try with the weights on in different forms, haven't we?
Well, they brought out the new
Gamma have done it,
the new
Adidas have
Omni
done
paddle, haven't they? Which now you can remove the weights and move them around
But
on the
I
paddle.
always feel it's been a bit of a gimmick, and people, I don't see people changing the weights. People like the weight they put on the paddle.
I don't think it's a gimmick. I think that, if you're going to add weight, then the option of having an adjustable weight system actually is a good thing.
But I'm not sure many people are adjusting the weights throughout the match or different matches. You generally find a paddle that suits you and you put the weight on
Yeah.
that suits you.
Yeah.
And then you leave it at that.
But it is nice to be able to move it around
Yeah,
to try
I
different
suppose.
things without having to stick the weights, the actual thing on and then peeling it
Yeah,
off.
I suppose if you're applying weight regularly for singles, you might have the weight in a different position.
Yeah,
So,
true.
you
Anyway, this paddle looked really nice. I'm going to do a bit more research on it, maybe try and get that as a demo as well.
So if you had your time over again, what would you have brought paddle-wise?
Probably the same. I ended up using the Franklin C45 anyway, so I probably would have brought that. Maybe I might have brought the E60, the Opal.
The black opal?
Yeah, I might have brought that with,
Yeah.
just to give me something different. But we'll talk about the courts and the conditions a bit later on.
I mean, I think I packed well this year. I've worn almost everything I brought, whereas last year I brought too much, and it was a struggle. But 4 of us came, we all brought a suitcase, which I know some people we know who come here come in a rucksack for 10 days.
Yes, literally. I don't know how they
And
do it.
I was a bit embarrassed when I was packing, and then I had to repack, and I even took about 8 or 9 items of clothing out, and I was still at about 20 kilos.
I even packed like chocolates and stuff. I packed
Did you?
a whole pack of Snickers, Kit
I
Kat.
then added a 10 kilo pull along as well, and my carbon shoulder bag.
Yeah,
So And I put a rucksack in there as well. I mean, honestly, when I repacked as well, and I was just embarrassed at what was going on with my suitcase.
You should be embarrassed. It was a joke.
Yeah, it was. But like I said, we
But
brought the
we
merch
hired a
as well.
car, so we needed to keep the luggage quite small because there was 4 of us and 4
Yeah.
cases.
And
so-
I think I travelled with the suitcase falling on me
yeah, you
back.
did.
Yeah, but it was only half an hour. But I decided, I think I decided a long time ago that I was bringing my GX Power
Yes.
and also my Zebra.
Yes.
And I do feel I've got the Zebra Osprey and the gearbox, and I've been very comfortable with them. So I brought those. I didn't, there was a part of me that thought I should have brought my my Pro 4, but I haven't used it in a while, and I'm just very comfortable with those 2 paddles, and I can interchange them, and I don't feel it changes. So I was really happy with those.
I actually want to see what the Agassi, the Pro 5 is like, and also there's a new one they brought out, which is the green one. I can't remember that. I also want to try that. So there's a range of the Pro 5s I'd like to try.
I don't think. I'm just going to say this. I've never said this to you before. Will you marry me? I don't think you ever loved the Agassi.
I
feel
did.
like
No, you're wrong.
you really tried to, and I think you tried to convince yourself that you loved it. And whenever you picked it up and played with it, you liked it. But I never felt like. I think you tried the hardest with that paddle to love it.
I did like it, and I like the way it felt, but maybe the shape wasn't right for me because I'm so used to a normal elongated squarish paddle, where this is a more, well, it's a
I
unique
think
shape.
it was always in your mind.
But that's why I want to try the Pro 5s
Yeah.
in the different
But this
styles
is the
and
thing. I
different
don't
shapes.
think you should try the new Agassi.
I want to try them. I want to try them all and just
Okay.
see which shape suits me. Listen, I hope that I can get them to try them because that would be great. Someone else just walking past that we know. Probably the most good-looking guy I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not gay.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to number 2. But it's interesting because we're talking about Faris and JC, who have literally, they're both top tennis players,
Yes.
and they found pickleball, and they have become obsessed with it.
Yeah, which most people do, to be fair. Like,
But it's great to see because they're younger, and so many people take the piss out of us for, for that it's an old person sport.
Yeah.
And they've no idea. It's great to see younger people get that bug.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Especially still playing tennis. You don't have to give up one for the other.
No. And the beauty, he's a tennis coach, so
Yeah.
he's not going to be giving it up.
Yeah.
He loves
Yeah.
pickleball.
Yeah, and I did ask him, do people make fun of you? And he said, yes, people do. But
Yeah,
you
he's
know
even
what?
buying jewelry now.
Yeah, yeah.
Pickleball jewelry.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it's nice to see. It is nice to see. So we arrived and we checked in. In fact, our rooms last year, because we were on our own, we had these very small, almost like
single
prison
rooms.
cells. So this year we
You
had
know about that.
we had a double room in a different location of the hotel, and it's actually really nice. It's a much bigger room, and the balcony overlooks the
Yeah, which is
pickleball
great.
courts in the hotel. So every morning we would be woken up to clink plonk on the pickleball courts, and we just went out and watched people play, and it was actually really, really nice. We've actually not played on those courts ourselves yet, but we might get a chance before we go home. But it was just so nice to just watch people from the balcony. It was almost like, those people at football stadiums where they have a hotel room or they're in a
Yes,
house
yeah,
and they can view
yeah.
the pitch. It was a bit like that.
But it was also interesting because we got here, and the first thing we asked when we checked in was, can we book the pickleball courts? And they said no. That they're basically the event has booked them out.
The
and
tournament
we didn't
is
know
using
at the
them.
time.
No, we didn't know
We
that.
just thought it was clinics and stuff like that. But they've actually had tournament matches at the hotel.
Yeah, there's 4 courts there, and they've been using it for the tournament.
Now, we also had this morning, while we were waiting for the bar to open, Ernesto, who's he's the organizer of the whole event here at the Reballution Cup, who actually said that, I mean, it's just growing all the time. And they're actually looking and in discussions with the hotel
To build a facility,
to have maybe like 12 courts.
which will be amazing.
Yeah. So there's potential this hotel might become a location for pickleball holidays as well.
But it just shows you how it's growing in Europe
Yes.
so exponentially. I mean,
Yeah.
not only in the UK, but in Spain. I mean, Spain is a big paddle community. It's huge. I mean, I think that's where it originated, paddle.
Yeah.
But now pickleball is really growing rapidly here. So, I mean, that's amazing. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's great for everybody in Europe.
Yeah. But just going back, we had fun at the airport. We were excited. We were even saying, I think we so overstated how amazing this week is that we were worried then that the girls were going to come, and we talked it up so much. But it was just, I mean, every day, they're not pickleball players, but every day they have fallen in love with the pickleball scene, which is amazing to see.
Yeah, they were very supportive. I mean, they came to everything, and they've really got on with all the people that are here that we knew. I mean, it must have been a bit nerve-wracking for them, because obviously we know everybody, but for them, they didn't
And
know
they've
it.
always said, you know, it's your thing, you know, you don't need to be involved.
They've absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and they're already saying, like, when we come in next year.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would say bring your partners as well. I mean, if you're seeing somebody here that's not your wife, then don't bring your wife, you know. But other than that, you know, you should definitely be bringing your partners. It's nice for us. I feel nice that non-pickleball players have experienced the pickleball scene and get it now.
Although I was speaking to somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, who said this was his first holiday away from his wife, and he's having the best time that I think he's ever had.
Yeah, she's probably having the best time too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
But yeah.
So yeah, it works both ways, I think.
So we had the usual sort of, we went in the lounge at the airport, we were enjoying it, and security, and, you know, I did have a tinge, you know, I remember saying to you, you know, your bag, when you press that button and your bag goes off, and you're thinking about your paddles, like I did worry.
What, were they in your hand luggage or your case?
No, I put them in my case.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have this weird thing that I need my hand luggage to be as light as possible.
Right, okay.
And I don't want to go into my hand luggage during...
Yeah, it's a faff, isn't it? When you're trying to sit down and
whereas you did the complete opposite, and you literally had 20 kilos on your shoulder.
Yeah. But I did, to be fair, I made sure that one of the sections had the stuff that I needed to take out for the plane. Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah. But the thing is, what is it with people who have to get on the plane first?
I know, yeah. Like, as soon as they announce it, they're like first in the queue.
I mean, we wait for the gate to be announced. We get there, and we're at the back of the queue.
Yeah.
It's
I'd rather
ridiculous.
get on last, so I don't have much time on the plane. But I think people like to just put the bags in. I think that's the thing. Anthony's nodding. I think people like to get on, get the bags there.
Yeah, but then they hold you. You stood there for an hour, aren't you?
I know.
On the walkway.
I don't get it.
It's just weird.
I don't get it.
It's just weird. Anyway, we were just so excited.
But we arrived on the Tuesday and we weren't playing till the actual Saturday.
We didn't get here till late Tuesday.
Late Tuesday night, but we weren't playing till the Saturday. So it was a bit of a build-up, really. Like you know, we went to the venue on the next day. We had a look.
Well, it was interesting because we thought we would get to the venue, and there was the tournament had started. I think it started with the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, we can't get on the courts here, and we'll go down to the venue, and there'll be no availability. Because generally, we're used to the English Open where you go down and there's no availability to practice, is there?
No.
But there was loads of courts here to practice. It was really good. I felt like it really ran smoothly, the organisation.
Yeah, it did. It felt seamless, and it was great just to be able to get on the courts.
And there was very little. Our schedule had us waiting an hour between games, and it wasn't that. You pretty much rolled on, or there was a game, and then you were on after it.
The first thing we noticed was the wind. As soon as we got on the court, I mean, we were hitting balls and they were flying like for miles. I mean, I think Andy hit one like for a 6.
I hit a few home runs.
A few home runs. Yeah. But yeah, I don't. As you said earlier, I don't remember it being that windy last year. And then you go onto the other side of the court, and you'd have to hit it really hard just to get it over the net.
I think we must have forgotten, and also I think we got here nearer to the tournament, so I don't think we practiced that much.
No, probably not.
So we did a lot of practice. We went down about 3 hours a day in the morning, and we could not handle the wind. So whether you're against the wind, sometimes the wind's blowing sideways.
You kept saying to me, which way is the wind going now? Like, you couldn't get it right. Like,
no,
is it with us?
Got
Is
to
it
worry
against
about
us?
left or right and left is. Now I have to worry about which way the wind's blowing.
And the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, although because of the wind, the heat didn't feel that
No,
bad.
no, it wasn't until we had to actually play for real.
Oh God, yeah,
That's
but we
another story.
practiced in the morning and we played in the afternoon. That was the problem.
Yes.
Anyway, the first day was just a total washout. We
Yeah.
played about 6 rec games. I think we might have won one if we were lucky.
I remember. It seems like such a long
It was
time ago.
just horrendous, and you know, I know the other people we were playing just loved it, didn't they?
Yeah.
That we couldn't handle it. And then he was saying afterwards, well, you know, we've been here a couple of trying to be nice,
Yeah.
you know, but they hammered us, which was a bit worrying as well.
It was, but I wasn't concerned.
But yeah,
You know, it's
and then we went the next day, and it was very similar. And then the next day after that, it did start to feel a bit better.
Yeah, I felt like I sort of acclimatized quite quickly. I don't know if it's because I'm used to it now from last year or playing in America, but I felt like, yes, the heat, it was very, very hot, and it is sapping, but when you play in America, you've got the humidity as
Yes,
well, which
yeah,
is
it
like
wasn't
literally
humid.
draining. So it wasn't humid, it was just very hot. And I felt like I did acclimatize quite quickly.
We were. It was almost like you know, we were joking around saying if we went to hell, it would be your hell would be on a pickleball court with this wind.
Yeah, getting beat.
Yeah, it'd be like pickleball purgatory.
Yeah,
So it's just like the ball would come over to you, and you in your mind you're thinking, okay, it's a shorter serve. I'll stand on the baseline.
yeah,
But then the ball would just die, and you would. There were so many serves we saw that
yeah,
people couldn't even get to
yeah.
the ball to return.
I mean, everyone was struggling. I mean, they really were. It was the same for everybody, and
Yeah.
you know, it was really tough. I'll just want to. I mean, we'll talk about our games and what happened, but the actual standard of play this year was unbelievable. I mean, I'm talking the Spanish players who obviously are used to playing in this heat and outdoors, and they can practice all the time because they've got the weather here. This standard was phenomenal, and you know, it showed with all the English people that were here. I don't think many of them, even the top players like Louis and James. I know James got a gold in the singles,
and
but
well done, because that is a
yeah,
great
well done.
achievement. Any medal here is a
But
great
in
achievement.
the mixed and in the genders, there were no medals. I don't think. I mean, they found it very, very hard. I mean, the
I think there was
stand.
the odd bronze. I
There was
think
the odd
Paddy and
bronze.
James got a bronze.
But you know, just watching these players was an experience in its own. And you know, if you get the chance to go to any tournament and see these people play,
It was great watching
it
it
was
firsthand.
great watching.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Marcel Jardin as well. He was here. Obviously, if you don't know him, he's one of the top Spanish players. He was phenomenal. I watched their men's.
You were phenomenal.
Thank you.
You weren't.
Thank you. I watched their men's doubles final, and it was just like it's like watching a different game.
Was.
It's like when I feel like when I play and I watch them play, it's like watching two different games.
It was, and you know, they have the wind too, but you wouldn't know.
No, because they
you
used
would
to
think
it.
the wind had gone when they were
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you know, just going back to the wind, it was difficult because we were saying at the time it's not real pickleball. It's a completely different
Yeah,
game, and it's a
it's hit and
leveler.
miss. It's also a
Because
lottery. What's going to happen?
We've been so ignorant to it, but we've been practicing on a hard court now, so that we can get used to it. We can naturally go into these games now without having to worry about a different ball, a different bounce, and it was great. But we forgot that we were outside. We never accounted for that, and that was a shock to us.
It was. It really was. You know, it's a big adjustment. But let's talk about. Obviously, we had a few days before the tournament. I can't remember what we actually did for those days.
Well, one of them was when I couldn't get into my room.
Oh God, yeah.
My
My door fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had to use your toilet.
Yeah. So, yeah. Andy's wife.
No, you don't have to go there.
I'm going there. She had a bit of a bad stomach, and unfortunately,
I think we've all had a bad stomach here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've eaten so much crap.
at the time, his door. I don't. What was it with your door? Like your handle broke or something.
Yeah, it was one of these electronic ones where you put the key card on it.
So she's desperate for the toilet. She takes my room key. We'll say no more about that. But
But my
the next
door,
thing you know is your door's off.
yeah, my door's off.
And everyone's in your room.
I was just worried about my hockers, to be honest.
Yeah, he normally puts his hockers in the safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they sorted your door, though, didn't they?
Yeah,
They were
did.
very good.
They did.
They were very quick, actually, and they sorted it. Who's coming?
Oh, it's head
Oh, it's the
referee.
referee. Head referee.
Joanne, we'll have her on in a
Joanne,
future
yeah.
episode. Yeah, some really interesting stories there.
Yeah, Joanne van der.
Yeah,
She was actually born in the Netherlands,
yeah,
wasn't she? Yeah, which
yeah.
was
I love
interesting.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
We're going to have her on the show. She's very
Do you
good.
know? I think. I mean, I don't do drugs, and kids don't do drugs out there. If you're listening, but I think we probably could have done with relaxational, recreational drugs this week because, I mean, we might as well get onto our games now. But,
Yeah, we might as well.
It's the same old story with us. We couldn't relax.
No.
And I think, it's about time we brought some needles and started shooting up. And
What is it about?
we're at that point now because we just. I'm only joking. I'm not
No, but
advocating
I
the use of
understand.
drugs,
It's
but
like we get
it's
on
like
court,
what's left.
and it's like here we go again. Same old Rob and Andy, playing within themselves, tingling,
I mean,
not playing our
I
game.
don't like to use the wind as an excuse, but I'm going to use the wind as an excuse.
And the
But,
heat.
We had to play within ourselves because if you go for it, the wind was taking it all over the place.
No, forget that.
Forget the wind.
Forget the wind.
Okay.
We got on court, and it was the same old story. It was playing within ourselves, not going for shots.
So should we start with our game?
Start with the game.
I mean,
because the sooner we get it over with, the better for me.
I think by the time we'd had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday practicing,
It was a big build-up, really, wasn't it?
It was, and I think by then, we're at the point where we're telling ourselves we're relaxed, we're telling ourselves we're excited.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Do you think again?
I think
just
it's a cover.
kidding ourselves. Yeah.
I think it's a cover for nerves.
I actually didn't. I've slept okay here by my standards.
Yeah.
But I didn't sleep well that night.
No,
And
you didn't, did you?
I woke up a couple of times.
It's normally me. I actually slept.
And I actually start visualizing the points because that's what the top coaches tell you to do. And I started visualizing the points.
Yeah, well, that worked well.
Funnily enough, it didn't work out how I visualized it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So we go on the first game, and it's not uncommon for anybody to go on in the first match and just sort of get through it. So I wasn't.
We did get through it.
Yeah, we did. We won 11-7.
We didn't play well.
But we did not
We were all
play
over
well.
the place.
Yeah.
But we got through it, and we won it. And it's always that first game. I find that the worst
normally, a lot of the time, I suppose, you're not a quick starter.
No.
So it's sort of a case of,
Just get through it.
I'll try and get you through that, and then you sort of come to the fore after 2 or 3 games, and then we get in our flow, and it's really good. The chemistry's there. But then,
What was she saying?
are we doing a podcast?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it that. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, yes. So we get into the second game, and we've only got 3 group games.
Yeah.
So every game is vital, and if you're winning 3 games, you're going through.
Yeah.
And if you're winning 2, it's going to
not,
points.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are. I can't remember the scoring in it, but we lost 11-7, didn't we?
In the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were never in it, and it was another.
And again, we
just
just didn't play well.
Let me just say, I think the issue we have at the moment is they don't have a 4.0 tournament here, and we were moving ourselves around. You were contacting the organisers throughout the year. We were moving ourselves around. We initially started at the 4.5, and
well, it's not 4.5. It's open, isn't it? So
it's open, yes. Yeah.
So it's any do.
I feel like
it can be
50
5-0,
plus,
5-5, 6-0,
the
whatever.
50 plus gets a little left out, I think, because a lot of the other divisions have different skill levels, different ages. Closer together. So if we wanted to do, if you're 60, you can play in the 60s and the 50s. But if we wanted to play in another one, we have to play in the 18s.
Well, they might know about the 40 plus.
But that's open. We're not going to.
Right. Okay.
So we would, obviously, if we were playing in the 18 plus, we would have to step down to the 3.5.
Yeah.
However, we started in the open men's.
Yeah.
And then it was just a case of, but we're not 4.5.
Well,
so
we're not 4.5 plus either.
There's in England we have generally most tournaments are 4 plus.
Yes.
And then open.
Yes.
There's no 4.5.
No.
And open. So that's a problem for us because we're in the middle. We're at the 4 level, and we can, so we're not 3.5. So when but the category we entered was 3.5, but it wasn't 3.5. It was 3.5 up to open,
Correct.
and we didn't know where to fit, and I'm not sure we know where to fit.
Why is there a thumb emoji coming on the screen? What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe it thinks we're doing a good job.
At least someone does.
Yeah. I don't know. So, few people have made some comments about us. We didn't, our category was 3.5, but it wasn't 3.5.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Which showed
It
in
was
the
3.5 to 4.5, and it was very competitive,
Yeah.
much more competitive last year. I think last year we had one tough game in the quarterfinal and we won it, and the rest was fairly straightforward. But then we've had a tough first part of the year, and we've worked hard, but we're not yet at the open level. We have to be honest with each other, and so that's why we went into this. But I think it was a bit. You get unorthodox play, don't you? And that doesn't suit us.
I was saying this to somebody, like, you get very, like you say, very unorthodox play. I mean, people are doing things that, when you watch like the higher level, you sort of know what people are doing.
Yeah.
Like it's the same
It's
kind of
proper
shot.
pickleball.
Yeah. But at this level, is completely different. You get very sporadic. Like people will do like this weird sort of serve, and they're unorthodox
Yeah.
shots, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just difficult to judge sometimes.
You don't get much dinking either.
No, there's no dinking. Very, very, very minimal dinking. But we lost the second
But it was
game anyway,
it was still a high standard. We lost the second game.
and then we won the third.
Well,
Did we? Can't remember.
we did. We won the third 11-9. The problem being
right.
is that we were 9-3 up,
Yes.
and then they got it back to 9-all,
Yeah.
and then we won it. And I knew at the time that was going to
Cost us.
terribly affect
Yeah.
the points difference, and it did. So you went over
Well,
to
hang on.
Anesto.
Was that the third game?
That was the third game.
Yeah. So
the groups are over at
that's
that.
right. So I went over to the organisers. You give your score. Every time you win a game or lose a game, you go over. You give your score in. I went over and I just said, do you know if we got through or not? And he just checked and he put all the data in, and he said, no, you've come third. Unfortunately, you're not through. So I went back over to Andy and our crowd of spectators,
Yeah,
followers,
entourage even.
entourage, and I said, unfortunately, we're out. We're going home. So we get our bags on our shoulders. And,
Yeah, I mean, I was really disappointed.
Yeah, we were really.
It wasn't the loss that we should.
Wiping the tears. You're right.
It wasn't the loss. It was the fact that I knew at 9-3 up, had we have finished it,
Yes.
we'd have gone through.
And as we're walking out, I said to Andy, I said, you know what? Just double check. Just make sure.
And I was saying,
before
no,
we
it was
leave.
fine. If they said that, to be honest, I was so disappointed. I couldn't even bring myself to look at the scores.
But then you did.
And then I did, and I noticed that the points difference was 6.
Yes.
And we were third in the group, and second in the group had 6. So then I looked at we'd actually just beaten them. They were the ones we'd beaten 11-9. So we went over to the organisers and said, why are we second? Why are we third and they're second, and we've just beaten them? Anyway, they're on the radio and they say, you're right, we've made a mistake.
Yeah.
So lesson to everybody, don't accept that you're out. In fact, we're still appealing our other defeats.
Just double check. And it was like a moment of, oh my God, we're back.
And I'm actually thinking to myself, and I'm saying, we're going to win gold here.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been saying that for about 6 months.
Yeah, that didn't pan out. Anyway, so as a complete fluke, we were back in. And there's moments, it's like sliding doors moments, where you think
this
when
is
you're
it
going to win
now.
the gold and you're going to put it down to that.
Yeah. So back into the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And
It was a tough match. I don't know what it is. Over the years, the quarterfinals have been
they're tricky.
much tougher for us. I suppose we were playing the winner of another group.
I don't remember what the score was, do you?
Yeah. It was we were always chasing.
Yeah.
It was always close. We kept it close. We would always peg it back, get it to level.
Yeah.
But then we couldn't, and have the serve, but then couldn't quite do
get
something. Then we were down we were down at the turn, I think maybe 8-6, and then we were down maybe 11-7, something like that, and it was up to 15 at this point. And somehow we managed to get
it was 11-all, wasn't it?
To 11-all.
And we had the serve.
Yeah. And
How frustrating is that?
I don't know what changed, but we just started going for things.
We tried to.
didn't
I think we changed
And
our
I think
game.
we hit like 4 balls out.
Yeah.
And we lost 11-15.
Yeah.
And it was really gutting
very
because we've been
frustrating.
given that opportunity
And
Needless
to
to
get a
say,
second chance and then blow it.
we
felt
were
bad.
devastated.
It
You,
felt bad.
you did an Anthony Mack and you stormed off. And
Yeah.
I've seen you like that before. I mean, at least you didn't.
I didn't
In the
throw my
past,
paddle.
well,
Yeah.
in the past, you've thrown your paddle at a random passerby.
That was a long time.
But you didn't do that. You've grown.
Yeah, I just stormed off in a huff. I
So
was just so disappointed.
I was
It's just-
disappointed because we were good enough.
yeah,
And I think,
yeah,
a lot of people have said this to us, but we put a lot of pressure
we
on
do.
ourselves,
We
and we
really
just
do.
couldn't enjoy it.
No.
That was the problem.
No, it was very frustrating. But hey ho,
We're not yet there where we can just go on
and play our game.
And here's the thing. For me, I don't know how you feel about this, because I think the problem for me is, if we're drilling regularly, you've got more confidence in your shots. And I think that's why we hold back, because we see players in the 4-5 and above.
Okay, see you soon.
They know what they're going to do. They have so much confidence in their shots. And I think we're a bit too tentative when it comes to the tense moments.
Yeah, we don't finish the
and I
shots.
think that's down to we know
It's confidence.
we
isn't
know
it?
our ceiling, and
Yeah.
we know how good we can be.
Yeah.
But in the moment, playing that shot that you're confident with,
Yeah.
time and time again, and that's where the drilling that we still don't do.
Yeah.
And in the moment, it's the usual. I'm done with tournaments. I'm never playing pickleball anymore.
Yeah, I've said that
But
a
we
few
know
times this
we know
weekend.
what we've got to do.
Yeah.
And we have to do it. And I know we still don't drill. And this is the difference between playing at 4-5 and competing at 4-5.
I agree,
Don't
but then you
drill.
speak to people who are quite seasoned players, really top players, and they've got busy lives and they work and they say, I can't drill, but
Yes, but they have been playing for a lot longer than us.
well, they've been
Or
playing
their
other
tennis,
racket
yeah, or
sports.
they're
Yeah,
tennis players,
yeah.
and they know their shots. They also get high quality games.
yeah.
We've said it before. We're a bit left out in the north of England. We are getting better quality games now at home than we've ever got, but we're not playing the top players in the country.
No, it's difficult.
So it's a combination of a few things, and I think confidence comes from within.
Yeah,
So when we go on there and we're playing within ourselves, the best thing about pickleball is you can do something about it. It is a sport where you get out what you put in.
yeah.
And there's
No,
not a lot of
it's
sports
true,
you can
it's
say,
true.
you can't just say, I'm going to be a professional football player tomorrow,
No,
or professional
no,
tennis player.
you've got to
But
put the work
pickleball, you can, yes. There's going to be some athletic attributes where somebody will be better than you, but we can improve our ceiling. We know our ceiling, our consistency is the problem, and there are things we can do about that.
Okay.
So I hope that's inspired you to unquit pickleball and undelete your duper.
I've not deleted it, by the way.
No, you've been threatening.
I've been threatening. Yeah. It was a tough day. And
What do you think about what I've just said?
well, on reflection, and as I said earlier, the standard was so much higher than last year. It's a difficult one because I feel that we didn't play to our standard, the way we can
No,
play.
that's the most
And that's the most
disappointing thing.
frustrating thing. I want us to be able to go on court and be able to play how we play on a Thursday night without fear. And I mean, we're playing some amazing stuff.
We are.
And then we get on court and we're like tittering and we're not playing shots. And it's just,
And even I'm trying to G myself up,
Yeah, and it's just not working.
screaming after a great point.
but it doesn't work. It's just, there's something
No,
lacking
because
there.
then you play one shot and then you play 6 terrible shots,
Yeah.
or a shot within yourself.
Yeah,
And
it's just, it's very
We're
difficult.
still battling this conundrum.
Yeah. So if anyone can help with that,
No
please,
one
please
can help.
Please help.
We know what we have to do, and we just, I don't know. Look, the thing is, we're very disappointed. We come back,
Yeah.
and what do I say? I say we know what we have to do, and we
Yeah.
have to pick ourselves up, and we have to dust ourselves off.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do. What else are we going to do?
Nothing. We'll carry on. Before we get to the mixed on the second day, let's just talk about going out in the town and transport and how we get around.
Don't do this at home.
Do not do this. We've been going into the town centre.
We've made so many friends, haven't we? And we don't
Yeah.
want to leave anyone out.
First of all, I've got to say, the restaurants and the food in the town. I mean, we went for a Thai. In fact, it was
We've
that
not had a
good.
bad meal.
We went to the Thai restaurant
And we've
twice.
eaten so much crap, which is why you need a couple of days here, because
You do.
you probably sit on the toilet for a couple of extra days.
Yeah, exactly. But the food was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and it was so nice. One night we were out with a couple of friends, and unfortunately, we said, in fact, one of them just walking past right now. Hello, JC. I'm just about to tell him about my travel in the car on the way home.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So,
Right.
me being the real generous person that I am, I offered.
You thought you were being clever.
I said to our friends, we'll give you a lift back.
Yeah, because otherwise they'd have had to get a taxi
Yeah.
for the 5-minute journey that it is.
Yeah. So I said, I'll go in the boot. So after getting in the boot, after about a minute, I was
There's
really
quite a few speed bumps, and let me
I
tell
was
you,
regretting my
if you've
decision.
seen a James Bond film that's filmed in Europe or Jason Bourne, and they're doing a police chase through these narrow streets, that's exactly what it's like. With bumpy roads.
So, luckily the hotel's only 10 minutes away, but by the time I got back, I was like, just get me out of this boot, open the boot, because it wasn't the
You
best
won't do
thing.
that
I
again.
won't be doing that again
No,
until tonight when we have to give you a lift.
I tell you what I do like. You don't know this one, but yesterday we were relaxing by the pool. And isn't Europe great? Because some
Yeah.
guy just basically wanted to get changed and just got
just stripped off, completely stark as naked.
completely
Yeah.
stripped off
Yeah.
by the pool.
By the pool, completely naked. Yeah, everything out.
Yeah.
Just changing his shorts. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your room number?
Yeah.
So yeah, you see some strange things around here. But anyway, let's get on to the next day and the mixed day.
Right,
Because
so
that was
This is
a day I
supposed to
would
be a
like to
day.
forget.
This is supposed to be a day we enjoy. It's like pressure off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're playing with a mixed partner who you know.
I know, but we don't play together.
No, you had a few
had a
practice
couple
games.
of
I was
games.
playing with a mixed partner who I didn't know, and we've been in contact. She lives down south. I don't think she realised I lived up north. We didn't get any practice together. But you know what? It's weird because I've been lucky with partners over the past 12 months.
You have.
And maybe it's just because I am such a nice guy to play with.
Well, you're easygoing, aren't you, as well?
I've
You
had
are
three-
a nice guy to play with.
Oh, thanks.
No, you are.
I've had 3 different mixed partners, and the chemistry has been great.
Yeah.
And we've had nice games together, regardless of levels. It's just I've been very lucky, and I don't know. It has been luck because you have had somebody just asked you, and you know them, and somebody else has asked you for the Open, and it can go either
Well, I'm
way.
playing with a complete random partner in the Open.
And maybe that'll work. Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, we were in the same group as well.
Yeah, this was the thing. We mentioned this in the past couple of weeks.
We were in the
but
same group, so we knew we had to play each
How are
other
you
for the last
feeling
game.
about that generally? Because of when the draw was announced.
Well, I've got to admit, I actually hate playing you just in rec play.
Well, I hate playing people I know.
Yeah,
That
but
really
to
gets
play
in my
like
head.
you, who's my
We
pal,
do have a laugh.
we do,
against each other,
but it's so hard
It's
to
not
focus.
really a proper game, is it? And we're
no.
trying to do fancy
Yeah,
shots.
yeah,
and
exactly.
trying to hit each other.
Trying to go for the birds.
And then every time someone misses, it's suffered Robert, suffered Andy,
over the net.
and really having fun, but trying to get in each other's
Yeah,
heads
we are.
as well.
We
So,
are. Yeah, it's difficult. So we knew we had to play each other in the last game.
I was happy. There were 4 group games, and I was happy it was the last one. I don't know why.
Well, it would have been more of a pressure if we needed to win to get through. If we needed points or we needed.
Yes.
And by that point,
Yeah.
none of us needed
Yeah.
anything because we were. Well, my games
Well,
were
let's
disastrous.
talk about your experience up to that point. I mean, we started around midday, and it was
baking.
baking.
It was the hottest time. I think it was
Yeah.
the hottest day as well.
Yeah, it was the hottest day, and the wind didn't actually seem to be
as
bad, which made it hotter.
Yeah.
But it was really, you don't realise when you're out there how sapping it is. We've actually seen a couple of people have heat stroke here.
Yes, someone ended up in hospital, didn't
they?
they?
Had to pull out the tournament.
Yeah, because even our friend the other day, last night, he was ill because he had too much sun.
Yeah.
You know,
Decorated the toilet, as he said.
yeah. I mean,
But it
the
does.
heat
You
is
don't
got to be
realise.
careful.
Also, when you sat there watching, it is so hot. There's not
Yeah.
much shade.
No, there isn't. I hope they actually do something about that next year because there aren't that many shaded areas.
Well, Ernesto, the organizer this morning, was telling us they are looking to improve
Prove
the
it.
facilities
Yeah,
there.
and I'm sure it will get better year on
It,
year.
it is it is a public, it's a council owned place, isn't it?
Yes.
So they can only do so much.
Yes.
Um,
I think that's why they're looking at the
yeah.
hotel to do
But I
more.
actually think for a country that's obsessed with paddle, it's amazing how
They've embraced it. Yeah.
yeah, and it's growing so fast here. But anyway, so talk about your games before
So,
our match.
you know, I find everything's a blur, but I remember that all the games being really close, like a battle. Like most games were a battle, and I think we were like, I can't
I
remember.
think you were up in the
I
first
think
one,
we were up
weren't you?
like 9-4
8 or 9-3 or
or
something. Yeah.
9-3, and then we got beat 11-9, and then the next one again, we were. I
Do you
think
think it made a difference when you changed ends?
I think it. Do you know what? It's so difficult playing mixed. If you know, a lot of these Spanish pairs that we played are pairs
Yes.
who play
Yeah.
regularly together. They play outdoor regularly together.
Yeah.
They know
I
exactly
mean,
what
it's a
they're
weather
doing,
thing as well. They've got the climate here. We don't have the climate at
but
home.
they're drilling, they're practicing, they're playing together. I
But
mean,
they can play every day, and
first
we
of all,
can't.
we were in the open bracket for this, which was
Yes.
the highest bracket,
Yes.
and
No, I've never played at the highest bracket in a.
yeah,
Well, I've played at a tournament where it's been a 4-0 plus and there's been
yeah.
nothing else.
But this was
But I've
open.
never played where there's been basically an open, so
Yeah.
a 4.5 plus.
Yeah. So in the end, like after the 3 games, we'd lost all 3. I mean, they were all battles, they were all very close, but you could just see that the other teams had more of a chemistry, more of a
You didn't
nous.
feel the chemistry.
I just felt that we were just playing
You're
shots.
two very good individual players.
Yes, but I think we were just playing shots.
But I
whereas
think your partner is a really good player, but also is good enough to be a dominant player on
Yeah,
court.
yeah.
And I think that's where the chemistry fell down because you're both dominant.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just my observation.
Okay, it's interesting, but I thought we both played well. I thought, you know, there were times where we made some errors, but that happens. And I just thought that the games could have gone either way, and it was
Yeah.
just really frustrating because, you know, you don't want to lose every game. You know, you win one and you've got a bit of encouragement, but when we've lost 3 and then I'm coming
It's
to play
hard.
you, it's like
Yeah.
it puts more pressure on because then I've got to try and at least try and win one. You know, otherwise I've lost all my games. So it was a real tough day, not only with the weather and everything else, but it was the same. I mean, we played an English pair, and the other 2 pairs were Spanish. But yeah, it was a tough day, and I was really upset. I was disappointed. But we'll get to the last game shortly, after you tell us about
Okay.
your experience.
So I was a little nervous, but I was happy.
Because you'd literally never played together.
No, we'd never played together. We had a couple of rep games with you. Played
Yeah.
against you and Lindsay.
I just
and
like
we
to
lost.
say, yeah, we
lost 11-4.
beat you 11-4. Yeah,
That was on the court. There is one court there that's on a hill,
yeah, it is.
so it's quite an incline. And then we played against another pairing who were not in our group as a rep play, and we lost 11-9, 11-10. So I was, we were quite comfortable. I think we
Yeah.
also played the day before with one of the PPL players, didn't
Yeah.
we? You played.
I
with
played
her.
with, yeah.
And I thought we coped really well with that
Yeah,
as well.
and you know what I noticed straight away? Chemistry. You know, I
You
noticed
saw chemistry in us.
absolutely straight away. You were both smiling, you were both happy, you were both bantering with each
Yeah.
other. And I just thought, you know what, this is going to be a nice partnership. And it looked like that on the court, you know, when you made a bad shot, or you were both like supportive, you were
I
both.
think she got annoyed with me a few times
Yeah,
because
but
when I hit a couple of good shots, I then think I'm Ben Johns and I'm running right across the court, taking her balls and hitting them into the net.
But you know, when you just see something and you just, I don't know, it just looked right. You know, it looked like, yeah, this could be a nice pairing.
It looked like us on a Thursday night.
It looked like me and you.
Yeah.
You know, you're bantering, you were swearing at each other. You know, that's brilliant. I love
Yeah.
that. So it just felt, I felt happy for you because I felt that you've got a really nice partner there,
At this
and you'll
point,
enjoy it.
I just want to enjoy. I just want
Yeah.
a partner to have a good experience. You know, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm not the kind of player that takes everyone else's balls. Oh, here's our first match.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't remember anyone.
yeah, the Norfolk couple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just about to talk about you two.
They look really impressed about that.
So, yeah, I just want to have the mixed. I did feel pressure because it was in the open.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go and enjoy it, but it's important because you need to start with a win. I feel so there was a little bit pressure. Anyway, so we played this couple from Norfolk who I don't think they realise who we are. They're just like looking at us like we're a couple of idiots. Yeah. Anyway, he's really tall, so my immediate thought in the wind was I'm not lobbing him. But I actually threw, I think it's good because I threw in a couple of lobs and they were successful, and that was quite good. But we were 6-4 down at the turn, and it was okay. It was going okay, and then but my partner was really good. Jane was really good at picking the side. So as soon as we turned 6-4 down, they were hitting it out with the wind. So it worked well, and we actually won 11-6. So I was really happy with that.
Yeah, it was good.
Then we went into the next game.
That bird's just done a poo on the floor.
Has it?
Yeah. Just went on the chair and did a poo on the floor. Look.
Well, at least it's not a bloke getting undressed by the side of the pool. Anyway, so we went into the second
not my
game,
room.
and I don't know if I was maybe I got a bit tense. I think the problem was I can't quite remember, but it was the guy who was really good. The guy wearing the black.
Yes, yeah.
And the woman was the woman was a little bit weaker, but here was the problem that we found, and we never found an answer to this. And I noticed you were doing the same as me. We were trying to go to the woman, but the wind was going in the same direction.
Probably into
so
the
we
middle.
would try and keep it to the left, but then it would blow out.
Yeah, it's very
And
difficult.
I think I gave too much respect. This was in our following two games. I think I gave too much respect to the man, and I should have just played my game.
I don't know because obviously I played the same pairing, but I think he was extremely good.
Yeah, he was.
When I was speeding up, he was getting everything
I think for
back.
him, I underestimated how good he was.
He was good. He was very good. Again, a Spanish guy. And we actually, funny enough, we met his daughter who was helping out one of the stalls.
Yeah.
And she was playing as well. And you can tell that these guys, they play regularly outdoors. And he was very, very good. So don't underestimate how good that pairing were.
So I think I had a little bit, and Jane noticed I had a bit of a wobble in that match because we were struggling and then the game was getting away from us. And then I had like 3 or 4 shots. I don't know if it was the wind or me. And I felt like I just could not. That ball was like a lead weight to me.
Yeah.
And I knew the game was slipping away. And the weird thing is that the next game, the guy was phenomenal. We got pickled. We got pickled. I actually played
Who
better.
Was that game? Oh, that was a very good tennis player. So he was about 4-5, 4-6, and
he was amazing. And again, I tried to keep it away from him, and I had problems.
But it just shows you because, like that game, we should have won it against him. We were like, that's the game we were 9-4 up.
Yeah.
And when we got beat 11-9, and then he goes and pickles you. So it just shows you pickleball is a funny game. Like things change so quickly.
So we go into that game on the back of a defeat. We're 1-1, and we know that we have to win 3 games to go through.
Yeah.
So we know this is a pivotal game. Anyway, we're down at the turn 6-love.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding you. You were watching this.
I was.
They had 4 of those points were net goals.
Yeah, they were.
Now, sometimes you need things to go your way. And when you get pickled, it's not because you're terrible. It's just because everything goes against you. Now, we swap round and it goes to 7-0, 8-0. And at this point, it is getting away from you. But I wasn't panicking. I didn't, I felt there was some good rallies, just not on our serve. Things it just didn't go our way.
Yeah.
And we got pickled. And so we knew we were not going through at that point. We'd won 1, lost 2. But then obviously it was the next game. And, this was monumental in our pickleball career. But it wasn't just that for me. obviously, we'd be lying if we didn't say we were desperate to
Talking
beat
about
each
our
other.
game.
Yeah. But
Well, at this
of
point,
course we
I'd
wanted
lost.
to beat each
Yeah,
other.
I mean,
We've never played each other
we're too
in a
competitive.
competition, have we?
No, and
And when you say you refer to rep play, how competitive are we
yeah,
when we're just playing
absolutely,
rep play?
absolutely.
So my thoughts, and then you'll tell me your thoughts, but my thoughts were that, first of all, you've not won a game.
Yeah,
If you beat us, we could potentially finish bottom of that group with
right.
one win.
That wasn't going through my head.
So I wanted not I wanted to win that, but it wasn't about you. I could have been playing anybody. I desperately, for my confidence, it was important for me to win that match. Also, it was a high pressure situation because of the circumstances, and I wanted to prove to myself in a high pressure situation that I can do it
Yeah, I
at the
mean,
4-5 level, and it
for
was
me,
important
it was a bit different. I'd lost 3 games, and I'd literally just come off court and then got back on because I'd just finished the last game. There was a crowd of people watching, which obviously everyone's bantering on the sidelines and
Yeah.
throwing comments in, and it was.
And I've become to like a crowd, but you
Yeah,
don't
I
like
don't
a
like.
crowd.
I can't concentrate when
I
it's a
like
crowd.
shouting over.
No, I really find it off-putting. So,
You should be off-putting.
and again, it was like, I just want this over. I just don't want to.
What? And it hadn't even started.
Yeah, I didn't. I said like, can we just take a draw? Because
But you'd got in your own head at this
yeah, I was
point
in my own
anyway.
head. I'd had a bad day. The pressure was there. Anyway, we got off to a flying start.
Yeah, so you were 4-0 up.
4-0 up,
Don't forget, at this point, I've lost 13.
13 points on the run.
No, I've lost 15 straight points.
Yeah, and I could hear you on the other side of the court going, "It's all right. We're still in it. We're still in it." And I'm thinking, yeah,
What are you thinking at 4-0 up?
I'm not thinking anything. I'm thinking
You're not
it's early
thinking
days.
this is going to be
No,
easy?
no, I'm thinking it's early days, but I'd love to pickle the bastard.
I mean, you don't think I'm thinking that a double pickle?
Yes, and this is the thing.
But
I'm actually, when I'm playing other games, I'm thinking, everything goes through my mind. I'm thinking, oh my God, if I win this, I'm in the next round. I'm thinking about, and I've got to stop thinking like that.
If anybody in those circumstances, all our listeners who know me by now, and if you don't know me, I'm a self-confessed basket case on court. But yet, maybe we've always said about playing to character. If anybody was going to fold in that situation, you would think it would be me.
No, I think it spurred you on because you became Ben Johns.
Before I knew it, it was 4-all, wasn't it?
4-all, 5-5 for ages.
Kept going.
And we took time
what,
out.
what do you say when it comes back? Let's just get a point here.
Let's just get a point.
When it goes back to them, let's just get it back. It does nothing when you say that to yourself. It does nothing. If you say let's get a point, it has no bearing on the next
And at this point, it must have been 30 degrees.
Yeah, it was really hot.
And we were both like, let's take a time out. And we were having drinks. And then we were.
I don't know who called a time
I think
out.
I called one. I think Jane might have called one. And then we swapped ends and we had another time out. And it was.
And you were bantering, saying we changed the score as well, which didn't help.
Yeah,
and I knew you were joking, but
you stole a point. You did steal a point on me. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You were joking.
And
at one point you hit a shot and I said you were in the kitchen and you weren't. Yeah. And Jane turns to me and says, "Was he in the kitchen?" And I said, "No, I'm only joking."
Yeah.
And I got like glare.
It was a
good time to.
You know what? It was a fun game. We've never had that where we're in a tournament against each other together. And I think did it go to 9-all? We were at 7-all. I think it was 9-all. It was
6-5 to you, and then we took the bit of initiative after the swap.
It was 9-7.
So you were up 6-5.
I think you were 9-7.
Then we were 8-6, and then it was 8-7, and then we were 9-7.
Then it was 9-all.
And then it was 9-all,
and then you got the serve back, and you won the last 2
points. And what are you thinking at 9-all?
I'm thinking I want this over. That's what I was thinking. I just thought, everybody's watching. And I'm just thinking, I can't do this.
And then it comes, I think we had a match point and it goes back to you. We're 10-9 up and I'm thinking, shit, have we lost it here? And you've just got to stay focused. I don't think I've ever been so focused.
You were really focused. And to be honest with you, this was my day for the whole day. Fine margins, so close in many, many games, but just not getting over the line. And on a different day, I could have won 4 games.
And then I think it was 10-9-1, the ball comes over into the middle, and I'm on, I don't know where I was, and I just put it away down the middle.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Yeah, it was a good shot, that.
I've missed that shot so many times.
Yeah, all of a sudden, as I say, you turn into prime Ben Johns, and
It was just,
yeah, it was great.
it was great.
It was great.
And then after that,
But
you were
I
just,
took a real.
you were distraught
I was
after that.
distraught.
And I think it was probably
And it
more,
wasn't
it
just-
wasn't because you lost to me.
No, it was the whole day. It was just,
Yeah.
you know, when you lose 4 games, and you know, I was just on a real downer. I actually came back to the hotel, and I ended up speaking to someone on the side.
I mean, you went
I was close
off.
to tears at one point. Like, I was like, yeah, I went off, and I just had
But
to.
you took it, we've all been there. You took it very personally, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
I'm in the PPL. Let's, you know.
Oh yeah, we never mentioned that I got in the PPL.
Oh, haven't we?
No.
Oh, well done.
Because I went for the tryouts
Well
last
done.
time. So yeah, I got into the PPL.
And
which I'm
thoroughly
looking-
deserved, may I say so.
Thank you.
You know, you're an awesome player, and I've had to talk you round.
Yeah, because you doubt yourself when you have days like this. You really doubt yourself. So it's really difficult. But I'm fine now. I do sub for an hour or so, but I do get over it. I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
not
your
talking-
finger was hovering over the duper delete. I mean, let's talk about duper.
I actually said I am done with pickleball. I don't want to play tournaments
No, and you
anymore.
weren't just saying it. You
I
weren't
really
just
meant it.
joking.
I mean, I was speaking to somebody else, and he was saying the same thing, and I think he still feels like that. He's like completely. I'm not going to say who it is, but he's completely like, you know, he
Is
has.
this the guy that broke his paddle?
Yeah, he had some bad losses, and he snapped his paddle on his knee, and it just gets you like that. I mean, it's there's so many highs and so many lows.
But I think, particularly for you, a lot of the emotions, the reasons why you feel like that, are unjustified.
Yeah, because you feel like
You feel
I felt
like
I'm not
everybody's
good
laughing
enough,
at you as
everybody's
well.
looking at me. I'm not playing well, you know, and I'm too hard on myself. I'm too hard on myself, and it's hard.
And nothing I or anybody else can say to you in that moment.
No, it
You
makes
go
no
back
difference.
to the room.
It's the worst thing when
the
people
girls
try
have
to
gone
speak
by
to
the
you.
pool, and I'm thinking to myself, am I going to see you for the rest of the day? And then when I message you to say I'm going to go down and sit on the couches, will you come? And you said yes. Honestly, I was relieved.
Yeah,
And at that point, you start to realise, and I'm just going to go through. You start to put things in
you
perspective.
do.
Then
You do. And after speaking to a lot of the Brits that were here, hardly anyone got a medal. Hardly anyone got through to the quarters. You know, it was a really tough competition.
Now-
and then on reflection, I think, you know, even the top players like Louis, as I said earlier, you know, they struggled here. It's a real tough competition.
and I wanted you to see Louis as well, because I thought it'd be the voice.
Yeah, because I
of
said to
reason.
Louis, I said, I'm done with pickleball. And he goes, so am I.
But yet the truth is, he'll just brush it off.
He will.
Because
yeah.
he's confident in his own ability,
Yeah.
and you need to be confident
I have
in
a lack
your
of
ability.
confidence. I have a lack of
And I
confidence.
think that will come with continual playing. And, you know, we've said it time and time again, but we don't do it.
Yeah.
We've got a bloody ball machine
I know.
we don't use. How many
know.
people do you know that have a ball machine?
I know.
You know,
We need to start doing
I
it.
mean, you repeat yourself time and time again. Why can't you repeat yourself with a ball machine?
You're right. Just
You know-
talking about duper, though, you know, I think everyone's duper got a big hit. You know,
It's just a joke.
you win, it goes down. You lose, it goes down.
You know, the only thing I've realised, the only thing that's accurate on Duper is the age.
yeah,
Everything else is a joke.
yeah, you're right.
You know, I've won as many games as I've lost, and
Yeah.
it's still gone down.
I see you've got the page open there.
Yeah, so just to
This is
add a little
50 plus
perspective,
open
so
mix.
we went out in the group stages, and we knew other Brits in the group stages.
Yeah,
You know, top players
Yeah.
never never made it through. This show's kicking in now. But you know, the quarterfinals, these were the scores: 15-3, 15-7, 15-6,
Wow.
15-5.
wow. So,
The semi-finals
Yeah.
were 15-3 and 15-0.
minute.
And then the final was 15-5, and the bronze match was 15-1.
Wow.
Now that puts into perspective the standard, and the
Yeah.
ones that pickled us,
Yeah.
they won bronze.
Right. Okay.
We thought that guy was amazing,
Yeah.
and he only won bronze.
Yeah.
The standard,
It's very, very.
yeah, and if you've come here or you're at any tournament and you've gone away, and you're not the only one, and I was devastated thinking it was a missed opportunity the day before, and everybody feels the same. But what are your choices? Do you really give up? Or do you
No.
just dust yourself down and be determined to get
Exactly.
better?
And that's what I'll do. And you know what? as I say, I'm distraught for an hour or so, and I'm everything's going through my mind. But then a few hours later, things are then put into perspective, and I feel a lot better, and I
Yeah,
feel back to normal again. And you know, this happens a lot. And I'll have a night where I'll play in a tournament, and we'll win a medal, and I'll be buzzing, and I'll be loving
yes,
pickleball.
yeah, and that's what we've got to do. You know, when I'm saying to
But
you,
I'm saying to myself, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I
the
putting
funniest
myself
thing
through
was
this?
when I said, "Do you want to go back to?" I text you to say, "Do you want to go back to the venue and watch one of the finals?" And the answer was, "Do a fuck."
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
you were
I
really
was a
angry
real,
then.
I
And
was
then
really,
obviously as the night came, we had a bit of banter about me
yeah,
beating you.
and it was fine. It was
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I just hope I get my chance for
It
revenge.
was funny because a couple of people that night
Yeah,
said to us, like, what was the score?
yeah.
And I think, I wonder if people actually knew the game because we didn't really publicize it, did
No,
we?
no.
But there were a lot of people
It
watching.
was.
And let me tell you, it was a phenomenal game to watch a
It
pickleball.
really was actually. It was a
Yeah,
good
it was
game.
really
It
exciting.
was
And
grueling.
looking back, I mean, I suppose it's easy for me to say, but I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah,
It was a great
yeah.
game.
It was a good game to play in.
And you know what? It could have gone either way,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it didn't.
absolutely. Well, that was my day. That
Yes,
was my
I
day.
know,
It could have gone
I
either
know,
way, but
I
that's
know. But
pickleball.
let's talk about your new paddle because you bought a new paddle as well.
Oh yeah, I
And
bought the.
I don't think that helps you because
Well, I like an idiot. I take this. Basically, I see
zebra's the big
Zebra's the
zebra.
big
It's like
sponsor
diadem
here.
in Florida.
Yeah,
Zebra here is just
and I see all the top players, and they're all playing in the final, the men's final, four of them with the new Zebra Gazelle. So I went up to one of the guys and I said, "Yeah, do you know anyone can get me one of these paddles?" And he said,
I
"Yeah, no
mean, you
problem."
see a top player with a paddle, you
Yeah, I
go,
think it's
you,
going to make me
yeah,
brilliant.
you're
Yeah,
an advertiser's dream,
yeah,
aren't you?
I am. Yeah. So the next day I get the cash, and it was like a bit of a drug deal. I'm giving him the cash, and he goes, "Come over to my bag," and he pulls out the Zebra Gazelle, and
It's
like
a
an idiot,
beautiful looking
it's a lovely
paddle.
paddle. Like an idiot, straight in with the first game.
Yeah,
I'm playing with it, and actually I thought I played all right in that
yeah.
game.
And as it happens, the second day I decided I used the GX2,
Yeah,
the gearbox on the first day, and then I just went into the Osprey, the
yeah.
Zebra Osprey, which I love. It's such a great paddle.
I think like
And I never, so I don't know if just because everybody was using Zebra and I saw so
yeah,
many Ospreys and I love that paddle. So it's just a great, they do great
they
paddles,
do,
don't they?
they do. This paddle is going to take a bit of.
Not
It's a
all
foam
paddles,
paddle.
they're not all out the box, are
They're
they?
not all out the box. You got to break them in. So I swapped back to the Franklin C45. I think halfway through the second game, maybe, or in the second game. It didn't really make like my play didn't change from using
No, but I think it gets in your head when you play a bad shot and you're
yeah
using a
and
brand new
using a new
paddle.
paddle.
I
So I'm
don't
going
think
to have
that
to give
really
that
helped
time.
you.
So I'll give you a proper review on
Yeah.
that when I've used it for a bit
And
longer.
I'd just like to say, I did two Ernies
You did,
in the
you
tour.
did,
Yeah, I did one with you.
yeah. Not
Um,
against me.
no, 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 not against you. And then I did another one
Yeah,
in the mix. And
yeah.
I'm guessing I'm probably the only person that earned it in the whole
I'm
tournament,
guessing
let
you're
alone
not.
two.
I'm guessing you're not, but it was nice to
But I
see.
just wanted to add that in. But I saw this video as well this morning, and it was John McEnroe, and he was talking about great tennis players of the past, and he
Mm,
said that talent alone doesn't guarantee a win. He said obsession is what gets you there. Now,
mm.
I felt that relates to, we're obsessed. But, when you're obsessed enough to say, oh, I can't be arsed drilling or I can't be arsed traveling, if we're obsessed enough to go and get that ball machine and play when we don't want to drill, and
Yeah.
we actually finally go and drill, that's the kind of obsession we need.
Can I just? Yeah, we do. We do. I just wanted to say something that I've not had before, which I've developed since I've been here.
Yeah. I mean, you're falling apart after
Yeah,
my win, aren't you?
is actually it was the day. It was during the men's day. I started with pain under my foot, and I've been told by you and other people that think it's plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
It's so painful today after carrying on and playing in the mix yesterday. I'm in a lot of pain with it. So I am going to look into sort of what I need
So
to
after
do.
4 years, you're going to move off your running shoes.
Well, no, I think running shoes are the answer, but I'm in a lot of pain with it. So anyone that's had plantar fasciitis and can give me any tips, please send them in
Yeah.
because
Please send in your tips so you can still carry on doing what you do.
yeah, And that's been our trip so far in Rota. We actually
Yeah.
have another day today and another day tomorrow. And
I might play later, but you're not playing.
no, I'm probably not going to play. We'll give updates. Obviously, we're doing podcasts bi-weekly now, but not sure. We're not. If this
No,
one might be not out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so yeah,
But yeah,
we'll see how it goes. We've got a lot of content coming up. Like we said, we've got Head Referee coming up. We've got Slam Master Pro coming up. That's something I might get out on today's trip. I brought it with me.
Yeah.
Look that one up.
So don't forget to watch us on YouTube, like and subscribe.
Yeah, we've also done some great interviews here, so that'll be going
they'll be
on
on
the
our
socials.
socials.
So have a look on TikTok, everything
Instagram.
but the kitchen dink.
Yeah.
I think we interviewed James Chowdhury. That was a great interview.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just going to explain that I had just had a rum and coke, and let me tell you, the rum and coke's here is half the bottle, and I was a bit slurry at the beginning. Yeah, so I apologise for that.
It wasn't.
I can't have.
I was
all
only
my
reminding
booze.
you.
Oh, were you? But
It
yeah,
wasn't that
so we're actually moving into the socials with interviews and things like that. So look out for that. If you can like us, share us,
Send your messages, and
Yeah.
thank you.
and
for
thanks for
listening.
all your support as well.
Take care, everybody.